Hey everybody, so I have more crafty hauls. This is some of the stuff that is coming in now, and I will probably wait to hold this video and post it with another one because I know something is coming tomorrow. So these came today, and these are still from my Memorial Day sales. I did find the quilting dies that I was trying to find in my last video. As I said in my previous video, Jillian Vance had like a 75% off sale in one of her categories. She sent me some sequins. And in case you guys don't know, this is a very young lady. I believe she just finished college. That started her own company. Her parents own their own company, and I guess she got her entrepreneurship from them, which is great. And I believe she went to school for graphic design. So she designs her stamps and dies, but she isn't, she's not somebody who's been in the craft industry, for decades, because she's not that old. But anyway, it's great to see that. So I purchased these other two dies. This is the Old Glory flag that I was referring to in my previous video. You can see the price here, but this was not the price I paid because it was 75% off, I believe. And then I got this ball of yarn with the knitting needles. I don't have a die like that yet. So from an eBay seller, I did purchase these two dies. They're both MFT dies. One is a wheelbarrow and the other one is the tiki hut. I should have purchased these when they came out, but I was able to find these for a good price. And this is a 3D wheelbarrow, so when you put it together, it can hold things, or you can make it 2D, I guess, too. Just fold it flat. And then this is the tiki hut, which has the layers, so you can, make it look really cute. Now, I was thinking about, I wonder if you can put this with the beach scene that I purchased as well. It's probably not the scale that you want, but you can use some of the parts and pieces, like the palm tree from this beach scene set, and put a palm tree next to the tiki hut, and maybe some of the clouds or something like that. I know I have clouds that are bigger than this, but I just wanted to see if that would work well together. So this is a sentiment strips dies. It's called Essential Slanted Sentiments. So when you cut it, the right hand side of your sentiment, or if you turn it around, is slanted on a cut. So I wanted something that's like wider than some of the normal styles that I have, so I purchased this one. Oh, and these now are from the Frantic Stamper, if you're not familiar with that company. They're in Oregon, and I got the boutique die. So this makes a little boutique with, it's got a little potted plant sign that says, I guess it's for the open closed, little pot here in the door. So you can imagine that's really cute put together. This set I got is the soda pop bottles. So I got the die set and the stamp set. Some cute puns in here. You're a classic. I guess it's referring to, the soda that has the classic word on it. I love everything you do, DEW. So yeah, I just thought this would be cute to use for cards. You're the coolest. You crushed it. So anyway, got that set. Here is the flamingo die set that I purchased from the Frantic Stamper, and I showed you the stamp for the flamingos in my previous haul video, but this is the die set I purchased, and it is basically the bodies of the birds and the legs and the feet separately, and then you can put a layer of the wings. So it's called flamingos. So really cute. You can cut the legs so that they're a different color than the body of the flamingo. Okay, I purchased some of these chipboard. These are laser cut chipboard, so it's really thin, and I thought, well, I'll just try this out because I've never tried these before. And these are all Lily of the Valley. You could probably paint them if you wanted to. Pink or white, I think those are the two colors I know of that they come in. And then this last one is also Lily of the Valley. So you get a couple of different ones in here. Very delicate. I got this die from Marianne Cratables. I just love these two guys sitting here. And I guess that's the size of the actual die cut. And it looks like you can make, you know, different, yeah. I was thinking you could make them look different, so different colors of parrots. Cute, huh? And then I got this clean background stamp. It is a knitted one, because I'm just kind of crazy like that. From Oppression Obsession, called Cable Knit. I got this Mintai paper pack. It's 6x6. This comes out of Poland. And I'll just do a quick flick through. I think there's 24... four of each of 12 designs. So there's 12 designs. In the back cover is a kind of a cut apart sheet. So it's kind of, it's called Berrylicious. So the colors are all kind of reds and blues because you've got the blueberries, the strawberries, and the raspberries. And I know I'm not doing a good flip through, but it's going to start repeating. So yeah, it's starting to repeat. And then the front inside cover also has cut apart pieces that you can fussy cut. So yeah, this really reminds me of summertime. Just the color scheme in it. And I don't think I've ever purchased their paper before. I did want to try and see what kind of quality it is. Very nice. It's 240 GSM. So yeah. Anyway, the other thing I got, this is a freebie from the Frantic Stamper. I've never done this before, but it's very much like making paper flowers. So there are instructions on how to punch out different shapes and then put them together to make, you know, different card fronts or scrapbook layouts, I guess, but they're dimensional, so you can imagine they're pretty thick. So anyway, that's my haul for now. I'll be back for more later. Bye. Hi everybody. Okay, got another angle again. I am crafting on my desk, so it's a mess and I don't want to clean it up because I'm not finished with what I was doing earlier. So I'm going to share with you a collective haul. These are more items that I ordered over, actually I think this was after Memorial Day. Some might be before, but these are kind of random. I picked up a couple of things from Hallmark Scrapbook, and here is their website. I hope you can see this. Let's see if it will focus on that. It might be backwards. Hopefully it isn't. Actually, it's probably better if you look at this side, huh? Hopefully you guys can see that. There we go, out of the glare there. That's the website that I ordered this stuff from. This is a Teflon bone folder that they put out. I have another one and I wanted to keep one in my craft bag, so I won't have to pack it up again. But this is one that you can use with a, what do you call it, scoreboard, because it comes to a tip at the end. And so they don't typically recommend you use the Teflon bone folders on your scoreboard because it will dull the edge of your bone folder. But I guess this one, they actually tout that it is thin enough. And if you can see that, thin enough to actually use with your scoreboard. So, and it is heavier than the other one I have. The other one I have is not as thick as this one is, so I'm gonna see how much I like that, but I'm gonna keep this in my craft bag so I don't have to keep packing it up and unpacking it. And you don't see me on the camera because you don't need to see me today. But I never do face videos, oddly enough. I also picked up some of the foam squares. They have these in black, and I don't have anything. I don't have any foam squares in black. So these are already sticky. I know you can just use regular craft foam and make it sticky. But since I needed to get my total over a certain amount, I purchased a few of these to get free shipping. And it wasn't that many I had to purchase, and they were a good price. I purchased more of these no clog tips for your bottles. There are different tips on their website. This is the large cap, and it will fit on a different bottles. Adhesive Tech, Aleene's Tacky, and other glues, Art Institute glitter glues, Crafter's Pick, but Helmar glues, which I use a lot, Plaid, Mod Podge, Ranger, Tim Holtz paints, Scrap Perfect, Sculpey, and most acrylic craft paints. So you can even use this for paints. This is not the fine tip. This is just a regular writing tip. So it is very narrow too, so you can use it for your glue, which is what I use it for. So I got a couple of those, or actually, yeah, I got 2 of those, and then I got a smaller lid, and you'll be able to tell the difference because this one is in a different packaging, and look how narrow the opening is. So if you compare it to this one, you can tell that the one on the right is got a wider opening for larger bottles, while this one on the left is smaller. And I do have some bottles that are small that I like to use a fine tip with. This says Ranger Stickles, Ranger Glossy Accents, Jacquard Textile Paints, Tulip Fabric Paints, Scribbles 3D Paint, Color Box Pigment Ink Refills, so you could use it on a refill to squirt out some stuff. Aleene's Assorted Glues, Hampton Art, Art Glitter, and Sukaniko Pigment Ink Refills. Okay, now there's one more, and this one has a pink cap, and I think this is the medium tip. It's not in packaging, and so it fits a different size bottle altogether. Again, you can probably, if I showed the 2 together, this is the one I just showed, the narrow, and then if you look at this, it's slightly bigger, so it's in between the 2 blue ones that I shared. And I think this one has a fine tip. So those are the bottle tips that I bought. I bought a couple of other things that I wanted to get. This is that MFT die that, let me see, it's called Falling from the Clouds frame. So if you look at this, there's actually 2 dies in here. There's the one where my finger is, and then there's this cover plate die. Now, lots of cards are being made where they have the string. That's what this is for, down here, the teeth looking thing. You put string around it, like the fishing line, or I think beading line. You wove it in here, and you have one at the top and you have one at the bottom, and you can put beads on it, and it makes it look like rain. I've even seen one where they did it like a shooting star. It was pretty awesome. So I wanted to get this die to play with. Who knows when that'll happen though. I got this Hello stitch die. This is an old one from Lawn Fawn. They had it for like $3.50, so of course I had to run out and get it. And then I got the Thanks. I'm sorry about the glare. I'm trying to hold it so there isn't that much glare, but okay. The last thing I got from Hallmark Scrapbook is this set. Now, I shared with you my anniversary card, and it was from an MFT set that is retired. So it is very hard to find. I know a lot of people are looking for it, but here's a replacement in case you were interested. This is from Concord and 9th, and I bought the bundle, so I have the dies. This set is slightly different, of course, because you know you don't want it exactly the same. So there's a cassette tape there. You've got it in parts and pieces though, so you can actually make a shaker, or you can just cut the tape and make it, you know, one-dimensional. And it's got music notes, and it's also got an impression piece here to do across the top of the cassette tape where the audio piece would be. So it's slightly different than the one I have for MFT. I think it's about the same size though, an actual size cassette tape. And then you get the words "You Rock" and a star and a heart. That's in the die set. Now here's the what do you call it? The stamp set. So you can see you have two tapes here, and so you can actually have different looks. And theirs is slightly different, which is why I got it. Look at this ribbon right here. This is the actual audio tape piece that, you know, if you pull it out, they have the word hello written out of the audio tape, and then there's a heart right here. So this is really cool. Something different, and then there's a bunch of sentiments. Thank you, thank you mix, birthday mix, friend mix, THX, HB, BFF, thanks times 1 million. There's an A side and B side. Oh, and you get the lines for the tape. Huh. You're my jam. You rock my world. We're a good mix. Much thanks. You're the best. You equals awesome. Best day ever. Party like it's 1989. Oh gosh, I remember 1989. Celebrate real nice. And that's it. All the feels. So this is a cute one. It's slightly different from the MFT one. So if you guys were interested in that one that I showed, where I showed my anniversary card for my husband, and this is a substitute if you were interested in something like that, because that MFT one isn't easy to find. I'll tell you right now. Not that I've been looking for it, but I know other people are. So I got a couple of things from a few sellers. This is another MFT set from eBay. If you look at this set, it's a 3-die set, and it's a layered label set. So I'm holding all the layers together so you can see how they layer up. But there are 3 labels in here, and you can use them separately or use them all layered up like this. It reminds me of what you would see on like an ice cream container, the pint ice cream, not the gallon. But pint, do they come in a gallon anymore? I don't know. I know they've reduced the size, but this little label kind of reminds me of an ice cream container. And what is it called? It's called Well-Worn Greetings Die. That came from an eBay seller, and that one is easy to find. It's an older one. I got some paper tray ink items too. This is from all the same seller, I think. No, this is from one seller. I got this topiary trio set, just the stamps, so you can see what it is. It's a topiary. Hello. I don't have a set like this, so I thought I'd pick it up. And there is a die set that matches, but the dies were not included in this. And then I got this To You From Me stamp set from Paper Tray also. And I already have the dies, actually, that go with this set, which I didn't realize. But I do have all these tag sets, see? And so these stamps will work with those tags, which is great. And also the limitless layer circles. I believe I have that too. So that is what I got from one person through a Facebook group. So if you're looking for used stamps, go on Facebook and look for the D-stash groups, because there's a couple of them that have D-stashes. Okay, so now the rest of this is from one seller. She had a bunch of stuff for sale, and I purchased a lot of stuff. A lot being, she had these, she has all of her paper tray, I guess all of the colors she had of paper tray ink pads, and these are the older ones. So if you look at this, these are the petal shaped, and I have really good luck with these. I don't like, I don't prefer the newer, I don't prefer the cubes, first of all. But I don't prefer the newer pads. But if you want the new pads in the colors that came out after they stopped making these, and they stopped making these because of the shape, the manufacturer was going to charge them more to make these. And of course, the cost of these would have gone up for the consumer. So they switched the shape of the ink pads. The formulation of the ink is the same. And I already have a set. But again, I'm going to put these in my travel bag so that I don't have to pack them up every time I want to take them with me to stamp somewhere. And since I'm going to do that, hopefully monthly with friends, I will be able to not have to worry about that. So here's the sets that I got. She had them all packaged up nicely, so nothing would happen. But there's 49 colors, I believe. I think there's 49. So these are dye inks, all of the ones I've shown you so far. And as I said, I have the range of colors already. I'm just going to use these for my travel set because I'm crazy like that and I can do it. Here's some more. And she had some re-inkers. Okay, let me also share with you, she had some of the newer colors too. There's 2 stacked together. They're all different. So there's 6 in here, and these are new. Again, they stopped making that older shape because they knew that the prices were going to go up, so they switched over to this oval size ink pad. And I have these again in the same colors, and I use them here inside. I'll just use these for traveling. I think the only one she may not have in here is Weather Vane, which came out just this last year. I'm not sure. I don't know if that's in here. It's okay. It's a Weather Vane is a gray, if you can imagine. It looks like the color of a weather vane. So, and then this is the last set of inks that I got included, and this is pigment ink. Let me see. Fresh Snow and Vintage Cream. So these two, one is white and the other one is cream. And these are pigment, as I said. I have these already as well. But if you are stamping on like a dark colored cardstock or a craft color, this is the ink to use. She had some re-inkers. There's 2 berry sorbets in here, and I have most of the re-inkers. So these are just extras to have. Berry sorbet and something else is in here. There's 2 of those, and then one is different. So, you know, still a good deal. For all of those inks, I think I paid less than, I don't remember what I paid. Okay. Continuing on with the paper tray stuff, she also had these stamps for sale. And this one is called Love and Marriage, and you can see what I paid for it because she marked it down. It's $8. It is a two acetate sheet set. So this would have been like a $24 set, I believe, from Paper Tray. This is probably retired. I don't have this one yet, so that's why I purchased it. It's a wedding love sort of set. This one's called Ahoy. Now this one I really wanted because I bought recently a couple of things. My Simon Says stamp order isn't here yet. From the Avery L release, and they're all kind of ocean themed or sailing themed. So I thought this would make a nice accompaniment. There are dies in here too, and I don't have this set yet. So you can see there's an anchor and a sailboat, some waves. Oh, there's a tiny anchor in there too, and some birds, a little curlicue. I don't know why that's in there. And a little round circle, which is probably the sun to use with the clouds. So that's that set. And then the last Paper Tray ink set is this enclosed flower. It says smile in one. This was meant for a shaker. And so you can use it like that, but it also has a stamp, which I've never seen before. So I purchased this set. It was $8 with the die. And then the last set I got is this stamp from MFT. This one's called Photo Boutique. So I thought it was kind of fun. The bow tie is what drew me in. And then look at the glasses. And they are in here with the die. Oh, there's a mustache. I don't know what it was with the mustache thing. But this one has lots of sentiments and then those shapes that I showed. Oh, there's lips in here. I don't think I have a lip stamp and die set. Okay, that is all for now, and I know I'm still lacking some orders, but I'm going to go ahead and upload this video with the other one I previously filmed, so you have lots to look at. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll talk to you later. Bye for now.